Friday, this individual stops me in the lobby to say how great we're doing lately, and I was very suspicious. I was like, wow, is he actually giving a compliment without trying to get something from us?
Because usually we don't get compliments from that person.
Everything with this company is a leveraging thing. Everything is, I will do this for you, now you do this for me. And I swear to you, like, this is the first time in our 15 years together, that we've had to deal with that. Sometimes companies just allow you to do things just to keep you happy, knowing that it's helping the product. It's not about, wait, how do we know this is helping us right now?
Yeah.
When it's this just very weird gray area thing, like you keep the boys happy, they do a better show for you, which leads to, a place where you need the show to be.
Right.
But this company, man, it's like, well, if we do this for you, then you got to do this. It's a nightmare. It's constantly negotiating. I've never worked in an environment like this.
It's like a marketplace in Bali.
So when
you just got to barter for a chicken. So
when I was being told how the listenership is way up, online listening, especially, I guess, because they really could keep track of that, I walked out of the building happy, but within a block, I'm like, all right. My suspicions, were raised. I'm like, what is this going to mean in the end? Something's up.
Yeah.
And sure enough, we found out yesterday with the Howard promo on our channel, and then the other problem, which is more Anthony's problem than mine.
This is.
Wait till you hear this one.
This is just bizarre. I almost expected it. But I was like, nah. But the dummy in me thought I could just do this. I've been running a little web show from my basement, much like the great Rupert Pupkin.
Well, without all the polish of his show.
Yes, without the polish.
Well, he's crazier than you because he was doing that for nobody.
Yeah. You
at least get people to hear what you're doing.
I get some people up there, sure. I decided I would do this. I was informed by our super agent, Bob Eatman, yesterday on a phone call. He called me, and I thought...
Bob had to work yesterday. It was really weird
I called him.
Bob was like, oh, my God.
He said he'd get back to me. He did get back to me, and I thought it was about this inequality as far as the cross-promoting goes that we were talking about yesterday. Mm-hmm. Much to my chagrin, I was then informed that I am not allowed to do a video show from my own basement in my house, off hours, for free. I swear to you, I took a second and went like, wait, what? And he said, yeah, I was called and told that everyone knows that you're doing this. The board, the higher ups, everybody knows, and you're not supposed to be doing any other show. You're exclusive to them. I go, yeah, I'm exclusive to them. You will not get the Opie and Anthony show as it is on Sirius in my basement. You get Anthony, me drinking with my good friend Daniel. Taking calls in an open, public forum and discussing anything that might come up. That, to me, is called the First Amendment. That is my constitutional right, which cannot be overwritten by any contract. You can't write a contract that gives up someone's right as an American. And that, to me, is what's happening here. I'm not charging money. I'm not taking any money away from the company doing this. I'm not giving the product that I am contractually obligated to give this company to other people. This is my house. I set up a webcam in my house, and I'm being told I can't do this? If I want to set up a webcam by my pool, which I planned on doing, and have, when girls are over, a little bikini show, shit like that, I can't do that. I can't discuss things. Can I blog? Can I go on a service like Pal Talk when I'm home and for a whole night just sit there and maybe discuss issues with various other people that are on there? Or is that I'm not allowed to use the internet for free and go to various sites and discuss things as an American and not be infringed upon for my First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech. I can talk to people over the internet. I think my mistake was, and I honestly think this, if I just had a webcam on a laptop and just went to a site like Pal Talk or something, no one would have said a word. I made the mistake of making it look too good. I got microphones because I wanted it to sound good. So I got nice microphones, and they must have saw those and went, they're better than our shit equipment. And they got a problem now. Now there's a fucking problem with me from my house, off hours.
Is there one person around here that gets what we do?
That fucking understands.
That gets that we've always been extremely interactive with the audience, and in the end, it just adds to the product.
We're giving free stuff.
Does one
to the audience that doesn't infringe
understand that Anthony's talking to a few hundred people at any given time?
Yep.
And they're all subscribers, by the way.
They're all fucking subscribers. You go to the site I broadcast on. You go to a site that anyone else has that doesn't have a radio show, and there's 9 people in the room.
Do they understand that it brings material to this show? Do they understand that we had plans to do, bring some of that audio that Ant's doing in his basement over to here?
Yeah.
Do they understand the overall picture?
That I plug the radio show, to people that are watching me in my basement, in my own fucking house, for free. It's cost me money. This project is a hobby for me. It's a hobby. I'm not trying to step on your fucking toes by broadcasting on the internet from my basement.
To a few hundred people at any given moment.
Relax a little bit, okay?
And the reality is it would probably grow to a point where it's a few thousand. A few thousand people that already subscribe to satellite radio.
Exactly.
You know what? I just bought a fucking CB radio, too. Motherfucker.
You know something? You wouldn't be able to key down on a CB channel.
Damn it.
And talk to people.
I was bringing back Diamond Dust and everything.
This is...
my CB name. Oh. But I was 12.
Bizarre to me. When Bob told me this, I couldn't believe that they are trying to make me stop going on the internet from my basement. When it's not like I'm calling in going,
hi. Yeah, I'm not going to make it into work today. Yeah, I feel sick. Yeah, it's about 5:30 in the morning. I'm just telling you, I'm not going to make it in.
And then at 6 o'clock, I'm online going, hey, it's the Anthony Show. Hi.
I fully expect it because we've been sitting on this news for almost a day because we, found out after the show. That's usually when all the shit happens, by the way.
Yeah.
And then we have to just literally bite our lips off.
Until they bleed.
Yeah. I fully expected you weren't going to be here today. I'd start the show with Jimmy, and then I'd get phone calls that Anthony has bunkered down.
I bunkered down and doing his show.
He has fired up his webcam, his green screen. He's eating out Rihanna's ass.
Oh, yeah, eating out Rihanna's ass. See, we don't do that here.
By the way, my shitty headphones, I can't even hear. Hello? Am I still on the air for real?
Yeah, sure, you are. Did they just go out?
Yeah, they just went out.
Yeah, hit the, was it the cord? I got some in my basement that are brand fucking new, and they work like a charm. Unfortunately, I'll never use them.
I need it.
There, see, this is me licking Rihanna's ass.
Every time I move the headphone cord, I can't hear myself, Mars. So we got to change out this.
That's going to hurt the company, isn't it?
I know, but they're looking at one of their big stars doing that.
Exactly. Exactly.
And they're saying, that doesn't look good.
But it's the Opie and Anthony show. It's not fucking Bob Edwards licking her ass.
That is true.
That fits me to a T.
That is true. But I think that it's the visual of that that I think the board looked at and said, we pay this guy a lot of money and he's licking a screen with a teenager's ass on it. What do we do about this?
Yeah, but you know what? Everything is going well, really well.
Yep.
Really well. Mm-hmm. Better than they thought we were going to do, by the way. And let's be honest, though. I think their expectations were very, very low for us.
Very low, because they always are, because we fucking are just pieces of shit.
So what I don't understand is everything is going so well. So why don't you just keep everything where it is? Why would you want to... bring
justification of jobs.
Why would you bring this up? Because it's just going to irritate the shit out of us. It's going to irritate the shit out of you. Now we got a problem with management again. There's people I don't even want to look at, and that'll last for at least a month now, at least.
I know.
And everything was going well. So why can't you just let everything just continue how it is? It was obviously working. Anthony coming in here with the stories from Live at the Compound and his weekends, and we're going to bring it to the next level and give the people, some of the audio from his basement so they don't feel like they're missing anything. But why? Every time things are going well, that this shit has to happen. Why? Are there people down the hall that are just scared of success or something? Why? Because now we're in a bad mood. You're in a bad mood.
Why do we have
Everyone's
to be
irritated. Why couldn't you just keep it how it was? It was obviously working. All this interacting we're doing with the listeners is working. You just told me Friday that everything is great.
The listeners...
So if everything's great, leave everything alone.
The listeners of other shows do not get the access to our lives that they do from this show. Show me one other fucking popular radio show that gives the listeners this personal, access, extra time, our own time for fucking free, just to get to know us better, get to see another side of us. It helps the fucking satellite show. It helps what we're doing right here, because it's not the same dumb motherfuckers just coming in and punching a time clock and then fucking leaving. We give the listeners more. We give them shit after the show. We're constantly trying to figure out, using new technology, how to keep in touch with the listeners and give them something a little extra than other shows give them. And my contribution was going down into my fucking basement in front of a camera and just letting them share a little of what goes on at my house after I get off of work. And you're fucking telling me, and not dime one, I probably dumped about $10,000 into building that up, at least. I thought it was
a lot more, to be honest
with you. To the point it's at right there. But yeah, you know something? Probably more. Probably about 15,000, considering the camera, the fucking computer shit, everything else.
It's a brilliant idea on Anthony's part, because he's allowing access to his personal life. No one does that. All these reality shows, they're all fake reality shows. He's got listeners over there. He's got girls. He's got drinking. He's got guns.
There's poker going on. There's fucking pool parties, barbecues. There's all kinds of shit going on that opens me up to the public. Yet they see it as something bad.
They see it as something else. When on Mondays, I can't wait to get in here to find out the stories.
I hear, going on.
Actually, I hear some of the stories over the weekend, and I can't wait to ask Ed about it. He brings other little tidbits from the weekend and that show. It's like they just don't get it.
They don't get it, and
everything was going so well. I want to stress that.
Leave it alone.
So why not leave everything how it is? And God forbid our numbers start dropping. Then you start looking like, wow, maybe it's because Anthony's broadcasting from his basement. I would still argue no.
I know. I would love to know. I would love to know how that would affect it. By the way,
but why do you have to fuck with things? Why?
I'm sure I'll hear later how it affects it, and why they're going to pull the plug, and it'll be some fucking just load of shit.
Fine, then I'm taking myself off the grid. I ain't interacting with nobody. I'll do your stupid radio show for you, and that's it.
What about Twitter? Is that going to be pulled? What about videos that you take? Like, I like posting videos of shit that I do often. Just yesterday, as a matter of fact, I went to the range, I went to the fucking range. I took some fucking shots there, and I posted video. Is that over the line? Because I'm showing, part of my personal life. I put it up online.
Twitter would be a breach of contract if they really want to play along.
If you want to take it to the letter. If you want to take it to the fucking letter.
All that stuff is a breach. All of it. Every single thing.
Problem.
It's just amazing. Why I don't understand why at every turn they just make it harder and harder for us to do what we know what to do.
So pissed because, we know how to do this. We've been doing it a long time. We know what makes the Opie and Anthony show work. And the way it's being handled ain't it.
And by the way,
fucking it.
We would love to know who the rat is, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Somebody ratted me the fuck out.
So if someone knows, I'd greatly appreciate it because, oh, boy, do they have info on the broadcast.
Yeah, a little info on that. So somebody went.
I have my theories.
Knew exactly who to go to.
I have my theories.
Bob says, the whole board knows about it. Everyone. It was CC'd to the CEO of the company, and this one knows, and everyone knew I was doing this. And it came from, the average listener, even a hater, it would take them a little while to figure out, first of all, that I'm doing it. Secondly, to what capacity I'm doing it. Because I actually just got this together. I haven't been doing this a while. I just got this shit together. And they knew exactly who to go to with what, telling them what I'm broadcasting, what I'm doing. Inside. I'm thinking, damn, somebody,
Hello, am I on? Great. I guess I am.
Could be. I don't know. It could be. Yeah, it could very well be, because I did say the side on the air.
Yeah, they could have heard it.
So they could have, but to actually then, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to sound paranoid. That isn't even the issue. The issue here is I should be able to do this. That's my fight. That's the fucking issue. Mm-hmm. I should be able to do this.
Things were going well. What are you guys doing down the hall? What are you doing?
The listeners enjoy.
What are you doing?
The listeners enjoy peering in the keyhole and seeing fucking what we're doing.
Not everything can be explained by a stupid pie chart.
Yeah.
It's this weird, I can't, it's a gray thing.
Yeah.
It's a gray area. All this stuff we do extra and broadcasting from the basement.
Accessibility.
It just helps the show. It's bringing bits to this show. It's bringing material to this show.
It's accessibility to us that is unprecedented in radio. People are so phony. You know what it is? People are so phony on the air that to show you as you really are, people would be like, ew. Wow, that isn't the guy on the radio. So we just open it up and go, no, this is who we are. Right. Here, check this out. This is what we do.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of emails. People going, wow, it really is crazy.
Yeah, I get the same ones.
Like,
yeah. Anthony is a lunatic.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I'm not much different off air. I'm an idiot. It just,
dude, it is infuriating.
I'll say it. This is the headline. Why, when everything was going so well, you had to go down this road? Mm-hmm. If things started slipping, then you tweak and you look into things.
Yeah,
it's like programming 101.
Yeah,
everything's going well, so now you got us in a bad mood. You're in a bad mood. No one wants to make eye contact or talk. I've been hanging around this place. I ain't fucking hanging around this place. 11 o'clock, out. Simple as that. Out.
Now I don't know what the fuck. If I walk in and have a meeting and I'm told there's no fucking way, then what? I got this goddamn studio in my basement, and what? I'll have just people come over and do a show and I'll sit and watch?
Yeah, that's what you'd have to do.
I guess I'll have to do that. Yeah. Hand him notes.
Or you could turn into a
Danny.
Hand him notes.
It could be my show, and then you could come on as a guest.
As a guest every so often. I don't think I could be a recurring guest. No shit.
You could turn into a porn studio or something.
I could do that.
That would be some kind of breach, too, I'm sure.
I'll just run fucking hardcore porno in there. I'll fucking have people fuck for a lot of money. And that'll be my new job.
Can't film porn in New York. You're not allowed to make porn in New York.
I'm not filming it. I'm videotaping.
That's
Jimmy,
right.
Okay.
He's twittering it.
But this is the argument they had in Boogie Nights. I want to make a movie that people sit through and watch after they come. That'll happen.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Let's say hi to...
Stupid New York. You can't film porno here.
Let's say hi to Craig in Indiana. Craig.
I hate this thing.
Can I ask a question before?
Hold on. Craig.
And not in a gay way, how mad would the company be if you said, okay, I won't do it, we're going to do one more show, and then all three of us stood there and just jerked off onto crackers and ate them? I'm not saying we should do that, but how mad would the company be?
Why shouldn't we? Yeah, that would be, they'd be angry.
Craig.
Oh, God.
Morning, boys.
Morning, Craig.
Hey.
Hey, I wanted to let you know I'm an XM subscriber, and I bought the Best of Sirius package, and I have heard your guys promoted before, but they actually just promote the virus. They don't actually say the name of the show.
Well, we've been arguing that one, too. We don't want the channel called The Virus anymore. It means nothing.
Right.
The only reason we got it changed to The Virus is because some dopey lawyer at XM that had no business programming anything came up with the name High Voltage while she was on an Acela train in first class. What the fuck?
Yeah,
hold on.
Idea.
What? What did you say? What?
What'd you say?
What did you say in the middle of my thing?
Sorry.
Well, no, what? It was important, obviously.
I said Elo thought it was a great idea. I remember.
Elo's been gone a year. I could
know.
explain shit now.
That was the big announcement, though. The virus. I was like, ugh.
Well,
Right.
Eric.
all right, thanks, Craig. I'm just frustrated. I'm sorry.
It's very frustrating.
But a lawyer, and this is the shit we always deal with. Like, I remember the lawyer, and she was a nice lady. She was good at lawyering, but not programming. She goes,
No.
"Hey, I'm catching a train. We got the press conference, so think of a name for your channel, and we got to figure this out within the next day or two." So Ann and I were like, "Well, obviously, let's go basic. Opie and Anthony."
Yeah.
Opie and Anthony. She gets off the train, and it's already in a press release. So obviously, she made a phone call while she was on the train.
Yeah.
What happened to the 2 days? She goes, High Voltage. That's the name. I'm like, that means shocking. Are we shock
Are we
jocks
that
at times?
shocking?
Yes, but we're not just shock jocks.
And the name just stunk.
Yeah,
There are people out there,
Awful.
they're known for being shock jocks, but that's all they do. We're also very funny. We're also thought-provoking. We're also very smart.
Charming.
Things we don't like to mention on a daily basis, but you hear it. You hear it on a daily basis.
The charm, you mean?
Yeah, we don't have to tell
It
it.
comes through.
It comes through
It
loud
comes
and
through.
clear.
Yeah, fuck.
That's true. The charm bleeds through like a tampon with blood on it.
So then Elo comes aboard, and we're like yelling and screaming, like, look, High Voltage, that means we're shock jocks. And I mean, as from a company standpoint, that's not smart. Marketing wise, it's not smart. We're way more than just being shock jocks. And if you're a newer listener, why would you listen to a channel that you think is just a bunch of shock jocks when maybe you want thought-provoking material or funny material?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, good point. I'm like, all right, cool. So Opie and Anthony? No, The Virus.
No, sorry.
Actually, we picked The Virus at that point because they're like, no, you can't do Opie and Anthony, but we could do anything else. I see ties. What's this? Are they yanking us out of here?
Nice.
You're not supposed to wear a tie to a radio station.
They're having auto asphyxiation parties in the closets. It's common.
Where's little Nicky?
Not-
When does he roll by? I need a good laugh.
8:30. So then we've been arguing since the merger went through. Like, can we finally turn this to the Opie and Anthony channel, please? Oh, well.
I don't fucking know.
I was scared to even call you. Did you get my text at least?
Oh, yeah.
I wrote just ugh. that was my opening text to Anthony. Like,
UGH.
If he wants to talk, he'll
Dude,
write back.
couldn't. After I hung up with Bob, I didn't call anyone back, and I apologize to people that texted me and called me that I did not get back to.
Yeah, this is what this is how it plays out in our world. That we get the press bummed out, we're sad now, frustrated, and all that, and everything was going so well. So congratulations, you really know how to manage us.
I went right
You
to
put
the
us in
fucking.
a fucking depressed tizzy.
I went right to the fucking range.
And
me
shot.
and Keith, and I blasted off more 50 caliber ammunition that I fucked my trigger finger up.
I see a Band-Aid on
Yeah,
there.
I
Nice.
I got to remember to wear my shooting gloves with that gun because it is fucking ridiculous. It is a ridiculous gun. That to me was that like calms me down. Shooting. It really does.
Incidentally, that is the injury of a lunatic. Anyone who comes in with a Band-Aid on their trigger finger is a lunatic.
You shoot that thing a few times, because I was blasting a lot of rounds out of that thing, and the trigger really the kick is so bad on it that it pulls the skin back with the kick. It pulls the skin back on your pointer finger. So I need my finger. So I need my shooting gloves, but I forgot them yesterday.
Well,
remembered my little earmuffs and my glasses. I was all safe. Keith fucking took, that was this game. He could laugh. Keith fucking loaded up. He had his Desert Eagle 50 cal. He lifts it up. Bam! The casing comes out and hit him square in the forehead.
Wow!
And left a dent and a big black mark like it was Ash Wednesday
really?
On the front of his head.
That's God telling him he's got to go to church.
Shit!
You better go to church, my friend.
Holy shit! He goes, yeah, that thing comes out pretty fast.
Well, Bob called me. He was trying to hunt you down because you weren't answering your phone.
I couldn't hear shit. All I heard was boom, boom.
And then he tells me what's going on. I go, Bob, you better have a few glasses of wine before you tell Anthony that news because that's not a good one.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I know.
I was livid.
What do you suggest?
It's one of those things.
Oh God.
To wrap it up in a neat little package, it's one of those things that I assumed, silly me, that I could do for fun, because and for years I have been an electronic computer video geek. This isn't something new. This is something I just whipped out of my fucking asshole. I've been compositing shit. I do 3D modeling. Because I'm so handsome. No, I make three-dimensional CGI models and incorporate them in video. It's something I enjoy doing as a hobby. So I figured I have a lot of equipment. Let me just get a board and some mics, and I'll now enter the world of webcasting because it's fun. Not charging money for it or anything, just having fun. I didn't think in a fucking 1,000 years that it would really come down to them going, you can't be in your house and do something that you've done as a hobby, that you do for fun, that actually helps with the listeners, and it has to stop. It's beyond me.
Oh, he's going to explain, though.
I can't wait to hear the explanation as to how this is detrimental to the show. I want to hear how what I do is detrimental to the company. I want to know how many points the stock will go up once I stop doing the program that I've only done maybe 3 times.
that is like in the middle of their radar screen, but advertising us on like Howard's channels is not.
Yeah.
Like if you really want to weigh this shit out, are you kidding me? So now you got sad guys that are like just frustrated again.
Yeah, more frustrated people. Wow, that's nice.
I guess things were going too well. We had to like figure out how to fuck it up. And the funny thing is, people think we always fuck it up. Not really. Not really.
No, we have. Don't get us wrong.
It's always management with their dumb, stupid ideas that they think they know what the fuck's going on with this show. Look at the numbers. That's what I go by. If the numbers are going well, let's leave everything the fuck alone. That's how I work. If the show is like getting a little weird, then we start tweaking. But if things are working, guess what? We continue doing the same exact fucking thing.
Go to on demand.
On demand, what's that? Are you gonna get in trouble for that?
No, it's video of me shooting my gun. I think I could fucking do that, can I?
I don't know.
Can I?
You better check.
Can I put video up of me actually firing my weaponry?
I don't know.
You would think I could.
I don't know.
Just the fact that I got to be in a meeting is bad enough. Quite frankly, you know how I don't really enjoy meetings.
Especially when there are other meetings you should be going to.
Right. Look for Desert Eagle. It's infuriating. This was me yesterday. Turn the volume up. Wow. Listen to this.
Look at your fucking face. Look at your face.
Well, it's got to be said. This is
That's exactly why.
Hold on. No, this it explains everything. I see it. This is right after he got the news about his life in the compound.
Angry you're getting. That's blowing off some steam.
Right.
There's two other ones of the 45 and then the laser sight one. Yeah, that was the Desert Eagle.
Obvious,
that thing is just
But
sick.
I see it on your face.
Yeah,
that is
just,
you going to the range to get some frustration out.
Do you know how many fucking supervisors have seen that face as the last thing they see? That fucking face was a lunatic.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Dude, it was that was a fucking a profile shot of Ant, and you could just see his lips, and it was just the look of a psychopath.
No, it's weird too. I don't know what the deal is, but Howard does his Howard TV.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's
Does the company get a little taste of that?
I don't know. I don't know what their deal is. They don't know what our deal is. Everyone's deal is their deal.
Yep. But I'm just saying. I wonder. And if they do, I bet you it's not that much.
If
maybe a little taste, a little tiny taste.
If a grave error was made in the contract that we got, that doesn't allow us to be on the internet at all.
On the internet. In the year 2009, this company's telling us that we can't be on the internet.
I can't be on the internet.
Because Bob did say all the, the Twitters and the Facebooks and any videos we're putting up anywhere is all in violation. So you're telling us in the year 2009 you can't be on the internet.
Oh, no.
Why do they have to make it so? Why do they have to make it so echoey?
So it sounds cool.
Yeah, it sounds really cool. Actually,
you are fucking insane.
I love Jimmy's face.
If you see that face, the profile shot, it's half Ant's face, and it's just the hat and the glasses and the focus looking straight ahead.
Yeah.
You gotta focus. You're aiming.
Yeah,
you must aim.
Let's go shoot guns with Ant.
Oh,
not a smile.
And then one more, the 45, the regular 1911. It's
45,
called.
That's a boring.
It's a 45 caliber.
That's boring compared to what we just heard.
Colt 1911. Very pretty gun. This is the silver. It's all silver.
Pretty gun.
And of course, I do load a magazine faster than anybody else. Look at these bullets going into the clip. I defy anybody to load up a mag.
This is the fucking home video of everybody who is planning on checking out. Everyone is planning on checking out and going out in a blaze of glory. Look at that face. That's not a smile. Nothing.
Because he's pissed. This was a mere hour after he got the news.
Focusing, thinking of certain faces.
Jesus, Anthony. Bravo.
What a fucking kook. The look.
I never even realized the look setting going on.
Hold on, keep that.
Holy shit. All right, that does look a little crazy, I gotta admit.
Do you think?
I just found a picture. I need a tweet. Hold on.
Maybe if that picture was taken right after someone cut me in line, that's one thing. But after squeezing off 8 fast rounds of a 45 cal, yeah, maybe that is a little
Make
crazy.
Make it big for us.
Holy shit.
Can you get a light?
Oh, God damn.
Jesus Christ. And it's after, can you rewind that a little bit, Danny? Because after I'll get the picture, because there's a moment where after you have that cocky, like, that's what you get, motherfucker, face. It's after he shoots, and he's like, all the little bullets are flying out, whatever they're called.
The casings, yeah.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Yes. All the fucking, go to like 10 seconds before that. Watch the fucking face before he turns and glares happily at the camera. And here he's just shooting. This is just entry. Now watch the nut. Oh, I fucked it.
Oh, God.
Just a fucking cocky look as you're unloading that fucking
That is bad.
magazine.
I never realized I kind
7.27 millimeter. I am in a studio of shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. It is insane looking. I got to agree.
Anthony talks to his desert eagle.
It's pretty.
Yeah. Oh, look at your action, Charlene. So clean.
It gave me boo-boo on my finger.
I know. That's you. You had a domestic spat.
Yes, I had a little spat, was injured. My trigger finger. Holy shit.
Well, I just sent that one out. Thank you, Ant, for that one.
Yeah, that is a...
I don't even... Let's take some phone calls. Rick in New Mexico. Rick.
Hiya, boys.
Hello,
Morning, Rick.
Hey, I got to tell you something, man. This is really pissing me off. I think we need another Pat from Menaki running over another XM radio.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Well...
So you're so solution-oriented.
Yeah, right?
Well, I'll try.
Let's say hi to Mike in Chicago. Mikey.
Yo, I think you can still do the show, Ant.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
All the other shows on XM, they do, they advertise their video podcasts. What's the difference?
Yeah, like people do podcasts.
That are working for this company?
Yeah, all the talk shows.
Here's the only
by the way, sorry,
Yeah,
Ant,
no problem.
Don't mention any names because we're
Yeah, I don't want to be the fucking rat.
because we're not rats like whoever ratted us out.
Because they'll probably fucking shut them down.
Right.
But I absolutely believe the only reason that I was called out on this is because I have the ability to get professional equipment. I mean, really, you can look at it and go, wow, wait a minute, that's a broadcast mic. He must be doing this broadcast. Freak out. If I had a little, Logitech webcam with the built-in microphone and just sat like P. Diddy in front of his fucking thing and blurted out a few things for 10 minutes, that would be fine.
Yeah,
but I have a little pride. I have a little pride in workmanship and decided I wanted to, make something that looks a little good. That has nothing to do with the Opie and Anthony show, and have fun in my basement, in my house. My house!
Let me say hi to...
They fucking dug into my house and told me what I can and can't do.
Call it a crib.
Crib. My crib, yo.
Hey, Richie boy, why don't you turn down your radio and talk? Come on.
Yeah, hey, what's up, boys?
What's up?
I wanted to let you guys know that I joined XM about a year ago, and the reason I joined is because I heard about Opie and Anthony on the internet. So I was coming across sites, people talking about you guys on the internet, and that actually got me to subscribe to XM so I could hear your radio show. I had never heard of you guys before. So the only thing that would come out of you guys having other things and other media out there is just to get people like myself to subscribe to XM.
This is the one thing Suits I truly believe don't understand, because it's a gray area. You can't keep track of it. There's no accounting of that. Yep. This. How do they find out about it? Did someone slip upon live at the compound and go, you know what? I got to listen to the Opie and Anthony show. Is it a dumb tweet that one of us put out there, or a video we put up somewhere else? All this is good for the show, but you can't take out a pie chart. You can't throw this to the accountants and go, well, figure this out for me. You just can't.
Accountants, lawyers, you can't. They can't interpret something that is just a natural occurrence, a feeling.
Word of mouth,
Right, word of mouth thing. It's all about a slide rule with an accountant and fucking legal documents with fucking lawyers. Mm-hmm. You can't sit them down and go, no, you don't understand the passion. That's what it is. The passion of it all.
Really?
The fucking passion, they can't understand that part of it. And the passion of it goes down to wanting to do stuff once I'm done with the show that keeps the interest in the show. It keeps people interested.
You know what's really weird as I sit here and think about this? You are getting penalized. Hear me out. For doing extra.
Yeah, for doing homework.
Most radio guys are lazy fucks that show up. Literally, if their shift starts at 6, they show up at 6. If their show is over at 10, they leave at 10.
Jimmy Norton.
They leave at 10.
Jimmy's very busy.
You are getting in trouble which will mean we're all going to get in trouble because this is just the beginning, for doing what's called extra stuff for our listeners.
For the listeners.
How does that make sense?
Apparently we're going to hear how later on. I can't wait to hear.
We hang out with our listeners.
This is a problem.
We do the podcast. We're twittering about the show and our lives. This is all extra stuff.
Yeah.
No one's doing this. No one. Not to the extent we are. And now it's gotten to the point where you're in trouble and it's going to hurt the show because you decided to do extra.
Yeah, extra stuff. I decided to take my own fucking money and time and put together a really nice little facility to have people come down and have some fun. And some things most people don't get to do. It's cool. You're kind of just hanging out.
And it's safe to say, and once again, this is the thing they just don't understand. Keep it above table and professional here. Anthony's Live at the Compound has probably added. You got the shit, Jimmy? Great.
Oh, all right. Take a dump. Yeah, I see you're doing that duck walk.
It's added. I'm trying to put a good number on it. Mm-hmm. I would say at least 10 hours of material to the satellite radio show.
Yeah,
at least, probably more.
Talking about.
So how is that bad?
Parties and everything.
How is that
else.
bad?
Yeah, how is that bad? How is that bad that it gets
That's 10 hours that I don't know what we would have done with those 10 hours, to be honest with you. There's only so many news stories and things you could do. We dig into our personal lives, and this is a big one. This is a biggie for Ant.
Do you want me to put fucking, XM Sirius and then a phone number on the bottom, on the ticker that goes on the bottom of my screen? Do you want that? Do you need me to do that so I can continue doing this? It's something I enjoy doing. Why can't I enjoy? I'm at my house.
Someone's suggesting you do the show with a mask on. Dude, you should do that.
I'll just throw a mask on.
You should do that. Change your name. Put a mask on. Change your voice a bit with you.
Yeah.
Got the equipment.
Oh, I got the equipment. I'll just rattle it around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, we go down this road. This is where we get in trouble, but I think Mike could keep it sort of safe.
Civil.
Mike in New York City. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Listen to this one.
Hello.
Hey.
Hope you just answered your own question. You're saying that nobody else in radio does the stuff that you guys do, and that's the truth. You have someone, let's call him Radio Edit, who does 4-day weeks, is on vacation all the time, and offers no accessibility to his listeners, and he's just an all-around douche. So the fact that you guys do all this stuff for your listeners, that your numbers are good, it's time to put a, let's say, gag order on you guys now. So it's the same bullshit with these guys.
He does bring up a point that
you bring up a great point.
Work 4 days and I'm working extra.
Yeah, let me tell you, the Howard 4-day-a-week thing is brilliant. And, I'm not going to lie to you. I hope we can get to that point someday. But with that said, he is working 4 days and he gets a shitload of vacation time. We work 5 days and we work, and we put in more hours on a daily basis in general.
Yeah.
And then decided to do even more outside our satellite radio show, which I will challenge anyone helps the show in the end.
Yep.
And we're getting in trouble for that.
Yeah. How does that work?
When's the last time he reached out to his listeners? What, a Vegas show in like '93?
Look, he couldn't even commit to Twitter when he found out we were doing the Twitter thing. And, because he's all about I invented everything. We were doing Twitter for months. And he goes, wow, I got to get on this Twitter thing. It's not even his Twitter. It's a show Twitter.
Yeah, show Twitter, but
he can't even like go all in there.
Look, I'm not even going to sit here and.
But we're not trying to go us against him.
Yeah,
trust me.
It's not about that.
The 4-day work week.
An example. Yeah,
it's amazing.
The 4-day work week is okay.
Yeah, I would love that deal. I'm not going to lie to anyone.
They would never approach him with anything, that he's doing. Yet I'm trying to do more for the show, and I'm being chastised, and my agent's being called by lawyers, and they're making it sound like I've just penned a deal with fucking NBC to do the Opie and Anthony show without anybody's permission or a cut of money or anything like that. This is all about just what I like doing for free for the listeners. This isn't some side gig. This isn't some moonlighting side gig that I'm doing for a few extra bucks that I'm cutting them out of. And I'm going to make that blatantly clear in the meeting that's going to go on later on today.
I'm not doing no meeting.
Because I need to fucking do this.
I'm not doing no meeting. There's nothing that you need to say to me. I'll be there for you, though. Obviously,
I gotta go because I gotta fucking hash this out. I gotta fight for this.
I'm not gonna say word one. You're not. I don't need an explanation why you're gonna promote the hell out of Howard on our channel, but continue not to promote us whatsoever on his channels. I don't need the logic explanation of that.
Yeah.
I know what that's about. We all know. We all know. It's what is it called? It's the what in the room?
Synergy.
No, the what in the room, the big.
Oh, the 800-pound gorilla.
Yeah, basically it's the 800-pound gorilla in the room. We all know. So don't try to spin it another way. You know. Everything was going so well. Like in my world, when things are going well, you just keep doing the exact same thing.
You keep doing it. And when things are getting better, when things are actually getting better, you really leave it alone.
The listenership was way up. So why would you come to us with all this stuff? You know, it's just going to, just not be good for the show. How do we not go with this on the air? And how do we now turn and try to go back to doing our show?
Yeah.
We will. Trust me. We're professionals.
Yeah.
But it's going to just be that
cloud.
That cloud of piss mist.
Yeah. Pissed mist, as Adam Ferrara called it.
I love that.
Pissed mist in the room. And it's hard to just,
I love when you say that as long as it's when you're not referring to my shit.
It's hard to then, bring the funny when I'm worried about, last night I get home, I'm annoyed at the whole fucking situation, and I go downstairs and I Danny, I just cleaned up the whole place too.
You ready?
I took all the wires.
You were ready for another broadcast.
And I took wired zip ties and got all the wires all along the floor nicely. I cleaned up everything. It looks fucking great now in there. And I'm like, I'm sitting there going, should I go on? Should I do this? Should I do, I don't fucking know. I don't know what's going to get me screwed. So, now I got a meeting. Mm-hmm. Now I got a fucking meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. It's beyond me.
Yeah, I don't really... This keeps coming in like crazy, and I don't want names because we're not rats. There's someone around here that's a major rat. I don't even know how you live with yourself being a rat like that. Matt in Connecticut, go ahead.
Hey, guys, you guys are exactly right, because there are a lot of broadcasters who not only do their show every day, but they're also doing weekly podcasts, daily podcasts, netcasts, full cameras, and it's all free to download.
Right.
But see, the broadcasters, and this is, I will argue this point with anyone, when they do their video podcast, that whole world and material goes back to their regular show. We all know what the meat and potatoes is. It's the Opie and Anthony show on Sirius XM satellite radio. We all know that. But when I dip into a few things on the side, and Ant's dipping, into a few things on the side, it just brings more material to this.
Yep.
The breadwinner here.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what they're not understanding. Okay, now,
because corporate guys, they go to college and they get a business degree, and they don't understand creativity, and they don't understand how things really work. Everything needs to have a chart. Everything needs accountability. If they can't show it on a pie chart, they don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't understand. I'll say it again. It's a gray area. It's word of mouth. How do you get word of mouth out there? Well, you do things like live from the compound. You do a very aggressive Twitter page and it gets people talking. Like, wow, did you see the picture that Opie put on his Twitter? From Opie and Anthony. Oh, I haven't listened to those guys in years.
You post that.
Hey, what's the link? Well, here's the link. Oh, wow. And then all of a sudden it gets in their brain like, you know what? I think I'm going to go start listening to them again. That happens on a daily basis, but corporate guys don't understand that because you can't put a number on it.
No, they need some fucking number. We understand the talent end of this. There's always the talent and management side. So just leave that to the people that know what the fuck they're doing. Mm-hmm. I mean, count the beans and leave us to what we know about our audience and our program and what is best for it, which then in turn is best for your company. Other than that, fucking go have lunch with somebody. For Christ's sake.
Pick out new designer glasses. Because that shows a lot.
Enough.
It's just
it must be weird when you go to lunch with corporate guys and they're all sitting around a table with their designer glasses. Could you imagine? I told my dad when I was really young, like I got it. I'm like, Dad, I don't know what I'm going to do in life. I was just a dumb caddy. I had ideas. I go, I will never fucking wear a tie. I don't understand that world. And I know there's tie wearers that are listening to us. And I feel your pain. Most of you guys are in hell. I mean, let's be honest. You should see these guys around here. They all have designer glasses. Imagine going to a restaurant and there's a table of designer glasses, dudes. What, you're handing over your really nice fucking business cards like in...
it's the business card, like American Psycho.
American Psycho.
It's the business card of the new millennium.
It's that scene with designer glasses now. Designer glasses. Oh my God. All right, sir. Thank you.
Bunch of
yeah. This is and it's funny because see, I learned this in therapy. Before I say something, I sit and think for a minute.
Yeah, you got to kind of go. It's the filter.
Yeah, I'm starting to use a little filter. We're still in the air, Jimmy.
I use a little filtration. I am using a little filtration today because I know that the meeting is later and there will be no filter later.
Oh, yeah, of course not.
But now I don't want to be the guy that says something and then they can then say, why'd you say that on the air, and divert from the actual subject, which is what's happened in the past. I've seen that one happen, where you're talking about something, you go into the meeting, now you're yelled at about what you said on the air, and it diverts attention from the actual point. Oh, yeah, so that's why I want to keep this.
I don't think there's anything we said on the air
nothing at all.
They can point out, because I'm not even going to listen to that part of it.
No.
All right, so went through the filter. Some people like to think that this show is pretty much like other shows.
Yes.
This show is very different because of the point Wes is going to make. Wes in Pennsylvania.
How you doing, boys?
Man, that went through a very thick filter, by the way. Very thick. I just filtered water. I got some shit out of water. Try that at home. Yes, Wes.
Yeah, what nobody understands in this whole process is that the reason why the fan base is the fan base is that you guys bring us in like nobody else in this medium ever does or ever has.
That's the whole thing with the technology end of it that's helped so much early on. I mean, the first show that was doing instant feedback, and I bring that up not like we invented it, but when the only way to get through to a station was either the phone or the fax line, we had instant feedback where people could comment in, and we would read their comments on the air. And now everybody has it. People are calling it instant feedback. We were stupid for not copywriting the name instant feedback.
Oh, we'd be rich.
Because we were using it.
We would be rich. Every radio show in America now does that.
That's what we were always doing.
We were the first. We had a guy at NEW. He didn't even know how to figure it out. He goes, all right, give me in like a week.
Yeah.
Wow, this is now it sounds like basic shit. Trust me, I understand that. But 11 years ago, he's like, wait, so you want a program where they could just get right to you on the computer?
Yeah.
And they're like, why not use email? It's like, no, we don't want to use email. We want it to be instant and just popping up.
Pops on and scrolls as it goes.
And who was it over there? He was Scott, right?
Yeah, I think the guy's name was Scott.
And Scott's like, all right, give me a week. I think I can figure this out. Now it's an easy thing. Yeah. You can figure it out, but you got to go back in time a little bit.
The access that we have to you guys has never been seen. Even though you guys beat us up relentlessly as listeners.
You deserve it.
And you don't beat us up.
It's your show. It's your show. Go ahead.
See? And you don't beat us up. I go home and take rape showers all the time because of you fuckers.
Flying game.
Yeah, go ahead there, Wes. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, we don't get this anywhere else, and it's fantastic.
It is one of those things that just, we've always done it, want to continue doing it, and part of that now, since it's 2009, is using the top end of the technology, which is what we like doing and staying on because that's where the people are. And if we're not allowed to do that, it's taking away from potential subscribers. It's taking away from the fans that are already there staying. And it's taken away from the fans and us enjoying ourselves doing this and our other extracurricular activities that in no way interfere with the program.
Well, man, I'm telling you, I pull people in. I pulled people onto your mogul list and said, hey, look, you got to check this guy out. And if you like him here, you're going to love him on the radio.
That's how it works.
Yeah,
That's I would bet. But see, when you go into these rooms with the suits and the designer glasses,
show me the paperwork.
You can't just say, I bet. You have to actually have facts. But I would bet.
Call me.
Yeah. I would bet since Anthony's been doing Live at the Compound that a bunch of people have subscribed to the Opie and Anthony show.
Please talk about this in the meeting.
It's just a feeling I have.
Please talk about this in the meeting and then continually say, according to Wes.
According to Wes.
Well, Wes brings up...
Yeah. Wes from Pennsylvania. He said...
Yes,
no last name, just where he's from.
You guys talk about being on top of technology and everything. I pulled up the old WNEW page from 1999, and you actually have a live studio cam and instant feedback, and that was 10 years ago.
Semi-live studio cam. There it is. It was because it was always freezing up because no one had enough bandwidth. But we were working so hard on getting a camera that actually worked and gave video as it was going. And we've always done this. And it's worked over the years.
But you should have seen it coming. When they took away the Pal Talk from you, you should have seen that they were going to take that away from you, too.
Dude, they took the Pal Talk away from us, which we've had to take a lot of shit. I'm like, how does that make sense if you give people a peek into some of the stuff we're doing on the radio show? It's just going to make them want to be a part of the listening experience.
But again, the lawyers who have no idea what it even is say, well, that's forfeiting video rights to the program. And it's like, have you seen the camera? It's an Anthony nostril cam. I don't think it's really going to be on demand out there.
And when I'm a radio listener, my first thought is, oh, my God, I wish I could see that.
Yeah.
And we gave the people the ability to go, oh, my God, I wish I could. Oh, wait, I can see that.
Yeah, when something's going on, we turn the camera around and go, here's E-Rock fucking getting something poured on his head,
Here's
whatever.
a peek. It's not a high-def fucking 7-camera HBO shoot, you
Exactly.
idiots.
It's a webcam view of what was going on, but...
They took that, the list of things they took away, and they,
Do you guys know that they took away from the original XM subscribers the ability to listen online without paying extra?
Oh, we don't even want to bring that up, my friend.
Whatever.
I mean, I used to go into my office all the time and turn you guys on when I got in there on the computer, and I can't even do that anymore without paying extra. I'll do it.
I'm sure there's a reason why they did that, I guess. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm one of those annoying callers that have been on too long, so I'm punching out.
No, Wes, it's all about you in this meeting today. Trust me. According to Wes.
Yes, Wes says. Call him Wesley.
Jason Ellis is up helping us out and talking about the show. I mean, there's been a bunch of channels around here that have been helping out the show. That's Stalker Patty from the NEW days.
Let me see it, Dan.
Holy shit, she never looked young.
That's 2001.
She never looked young.
She was awful then. She was in her 40s then.
Yeah, she was a mess.
Yeah, but in your 40s...
That was after her makeover, too.
What makeover?
We gave her a makeover.
With a shovel?
Yeah. I put a Rocky Dennis mask on her.
How is that a makeover?
I don't know. You could imagine what she looked like before it.
I guess.
Maybe those are the before pictures. I have no idea. I can't tell.
That's how you know you're an ugly woman, when they don't know what the before and after picture, which is which.
The makeover. What the fuck?
Let's say hi to John in Connecticut.
Jan.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
I just noticed something the last couple of weeks. Opie's been on fire.
Yeah, we're trying to put him out.
He's been in a great mood. And now the suits are going to ruin everything.
Well,
I hope they don't get
do.
rid of Twitter. I like taking dangerous bike rides with Opie and getting stuck in traffic.
Yeah, exactly.
I like staying up for 12 hours with Anthony. It makes me want to listen to the XM show that much more.
Right. Yeah, because then we bring this material to whatever.
Yeah,
we're like a broken record.
Now we're rehashing. I know.
Yeah, now Opie's going to have to go to 2 therapy sessions just to get over this.
Yeah, we're crazy for thinking that we know more than those guys. I'm sorry.
Are we even allowed to go to therapy?
I'm sorry.
That is actually talking.
I don't know.
And we're conveying like we've talked about our past on the show.
I didn't realize you had to sign away your soul to work for this company.
Dude, I was astounded.
I think we just made the official deal with the devil.
The deal with the devil.
I think that's what we did.
I'm in my house.
Speaking of which, when is little Nicky gonna be walking?
Where's little Nicky down the hallway?
Some people are saying he's the insider. He's
little Nicky.
Little Nicky. He just innocently walks down the long hallway past our studio every day, but he's listening in.
I'm listening.
Little Nicky.
I know.
I gotta go tell the board.
What a creep that guy is. He probably just goes to all the empty studios and smells the seats. Fucking weirdo.
Ass.
By the way, we have 15 guys working for us behind the scenes. If someone doesn't get a picture of little Nicky today,
little Nicky,
we fire Sam.
Oh, Sam gets it.
Yeah, we have to, not just say we fire somebody.
Because he's beloved.
Yeah, Sam gets fired.
We'd all feel bad if Sam got fired.
Sam gets fired.
Oh,
look at Sam running down the hall trying to find
Look at that.
Nicky.
Whack with those duck feet.
We should make him run a 5K.
What awful feet and legs he has.
What do you think would happen to Sam if he ran a 5K like that?
His
He would have
feet
to have
fall off.
He would have to have double hip surgery.
His feet would fall off.
Is that the
Those are screen caps from the.
Where's that bitch?
That's called lesbianism.
Cam,
Remember the days when we were allowed to do that without having curtains and shit?
Whoa, yeah, I remember those days. Look at that. Shit getting all naked and shit. Oh, the lesbian couch.
Oh my god.
They're grinding on each other.
Having pictures and video of the show like this didn't turn anyone on to
Why
our
don't
show.
we help? Why don't we do that again? Have some girls come
because
in.
we're defeated.
What would the lawyers and management say?
What would
management say?
Man, today's the day we needed that soundbite.
Yeah.
Why would we have it in front of us?
From my house. Where my wife sleeps. Where my children play with their toys.
Yes. I didn't know they were going to be tits, Tom. Mike? Oh.
Is that guy the rat? Halfway down the long hallway, he's on a phone.
Iraq?
No.
Iraq.
It smells like a rat.
He eats rats. There's nothing else to eat.
Dead rat.
He's the fucking modern day penguin.
Oh.
Hey, Iraq. Oh, you're going to make me look bad now. Let it be known that Iraq's making me look bad. He did tell me that it's on my thing. See?
What would management say?
I now got one for you, Iraq, for pointing that out.
Okay, Puggett, what's next?
You fuck. Uh-oh, is this broad? Is she the rat? Are you the rat?
I don't know. Her and Kenny are talking. I don't like it.
Down the hallway.
Oh, Kenny will get to the bottom of this.
Aye.
Kenny's an investigator. He'll find out who the rat is.
I'm investigating.
Is Sam the rat?
She's probably saying, look, just take that dumb look off your face. It's bothering everybody. I can't help it.
I would need a knife.
Get Sam in here. Sam. I think Sam's the rat.
Yeah, I did too.
Sam's a rat. Oh, there was the knife girl.
Hold on a minute. Go near Jimmy.
Oh.
Checking this motherfucker for wires.
Oh, maybe someone's wired.
He's checking his hair.
That big puff in the back of his head. No wires in that hair. His hair looks like wires.
Who's the rat? Who's the rat? Kenny or you the rat?
Damn rat.
Thank
you. Kenny wouldn't rat.
I don't eat cheese.
Kenny, don't sing.
Why is this rat? This guy down the hall works for another show. He's on a cell phone. Is he the rat?
That's right, he is. He's bald, bothering everyone.
No, he definitely works for another show. I know that for a fact. Is he the rat? Is he on the cell phone looking at us?
Back a ways.
Jesus, man. Wow.
God.
Look at us. We look like fucking idiots.
I know. That's what we are.
Good reason for that.
Look exactly like what we are.
By the way, that was a WWF promotion.
Was it? Oh, XFL Roadshow. With
WWF guys.
Wow, Danny's going back in time with some of these pictures, man.
Oh, Mars, are you the rat? Mm-hmm. Mars, prove you're not the rat.
Mars.
Are you the rat, Mars?
I don't trust that motherfucker either.
What?
That one right there.
Yeah, why is he hanging outside the studio 20 feet away taking a cell phone call? Is he the rat?
Shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah, Mars, you're just speaking like...
No. Leave Mars.
Thank you, Opie.
I know where he's going, and we like Mars.
Of course.
We want him to stay around.
Yes.
Let's say hi to Rob in Richmond. Rob?
I'll tell you guys, the rat is David. It's young David.
You think David's the rat?
Yep.
The whole family rat.
Because why would you allow him to do an alternative broadcast?
Oh, wow, I saw it on the wall.
Us
look
Jews
who's
wouldn't
on.
allow that. Oh. What?
Look who's on WPIX.
Oh, Michael Emerson, banned from Lost.
Michael Emerson. What's he doing?
Is he doing
What's
our
he doing
show
on? I thought he was supposed to come in. He's in New York. What happened?
He lives in New York, I think.
Oh.
We're working on him.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Maybe I could get him for my basement.
How funny would that be?
I get like A-list guests. Fucking Tom Cruise is in my basement. In the closet.
Boy,
in my basement.
someone's admitting their jerk-off fantasies. And he's shirtless.
I was just trying to think of a big star.
Oh, okay.
Jim Norton in my basement.
That's right.
See?
Are we going to take a break, I guess?
Yeah, let's do that.
By the way, I want to thank Anthony because the picture of you right after you firing the guns is doing very well on my Twitter.
I got it tweeted, too.
Well, I got to thank Jim Norton for pointing it out, because to me, I look at that and just...
Very well.
It never occurred to me how crazy I do look.
Oh, it's amazing.
During those clips.
This could be the most viewed picture, and I got some good ones. You should have showed a little cleavage, and then it would have put it over the top.
Yeah.
Pictures with cleavage.
That looks like a security cammer right after the shooting.
That looks like a fucking video game character.
I looked into the camera. Oops.
After the break, we're going to get into some other things, hopefully. But trust me, this is going to be the general feel of the show
general
today.
Malaise of the show will be this.
Yeah, way to go. Way to know the show.
Yeah.
Everything was going so well. You had to do something to get a distraction going.
Fucking lawyers.
Getting us frustrated, you frustrated.
Called my agent.
The fans frustrated.
For this!
Everyone's frustrated now. Way to go. Just when you were telling me Friday how things were going great, you couldn't just leave everything alone. Fuck. Fuck.
Damn it.
Who has a fucking $1 billion? It's time.
Play that lotto.
I need to start a media company. How much you need?
I don't know. Try it from your basement. See what happens. Shut you right the fuck down, man. I was starting small. Look what happened.
After the break, we get into this.
I'm usually drunk when I do this.
Here we go.
I've got a surprise now, especially.
Actually, it's going to take a while to build, so. I'll tell you this much. Yesterday, Eddie Money was in studio. He was a great guest, wonderful guest. We isolated Derek's track as he was singing along to Eddie Money.
Oh!
Yeah, and it's
nice.
It's really good, E-Rock.
It's funny, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, faggot, what's next?
Pointing out my mistakes. How dare you? Are you the rat?
Big drop
Are you
soup.
the rat?
No.
It's the
I'm
rat.
questioning everybody that walks by our studio.
Where's
today.
little Nicky?
No.
I want to see.
I can't wait.
They're not rat gerbil.
Excited to see
How
little
excited are we
Nicky.
going to be when we see little Nicky?
I know.
today?
Little Nicky
Little
walking
Nicky.
down the hallway. Oh, I gotta walk down the hallway. The pictures of him are great.
Oh, by the way, the staff realizes they don't get a picture of little Nicky today. Sam's fired. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
That's going
You
down.
gotta get
Maybe
a
we should
picture of
discuss
little Nicky.
this with Sam. David, all right. So her name's Virginia, and we're hearing that she was 72 years old.
Hey, was I calling number 9? Oh, what do I get as a prize?
Dude, we don't even have a fucking prize closet. Something we brought up a while ago.
Yeah.
Thanks, management.
I mean, how stupid is that to have actual prizes to give away to good calls? Little Nicky. I don't even do the voice well. I just want to do it all day.
Oh, you can do it all day. Just talk like little Nicky. Of course, Jay Moore does a great little Nicky impression.
Yes.
What doesn't Jay do?
I know.
Well?
He's the king of impressions, and he's taken on
is.
all impressionists. I'm with you, Jay. I'm in your camp. I want to manage you as you take on all the big competitors.
He does these impressions. You'd swear it were the real people.
Dean Edwards blew him off, you know? He was ready to do his Tracy Morgan for Dean Edwards, and Dean Edwards does a great Tracy, but I haven't heard from Dean Edwards since.
Or Tracy, for
yeah,
that matter.
Well, that's what happens when you become a big star again. You blow off the people that you really like and, had fun doing their show. I don't understand that one. And I still like Tracy, but what Tracy? What the fuck?
I had him booked for the basement.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Pass that up.
No.
Literal Jim.
Jesus, Jimmy. Oh.
The only person ever booked for the basement, literal Opie.
I don't know what the fuck.
The only person ever booked for the basement is Danny. He's constantly booked.
You know what? One of the reasons why I didn't do it, because I sort of felt like, let it be Ant's thing. And then in my stupid mind, I'm like, then, management will pretty much leave it alone.
Oh, leave it alone.
I think if you and I are all of a sudden doing another show from your basement on a regular basis, then I'm like, they might. But it was a whole separate thing.
Silly me. Yeah, I thought I'd be able to just go down there.
And also, I didn't do
fun.
it because I was scared shitless to be in your house. So.
Some people are quite frightened, but they loosen up quickly.
Oh, Mars shaking hands with somebody.
Oh, boy.
Oh, is Mars the secret agent?
Yeah. Mars, you broke my heart.
We did good today. Is that what you're saying, Mars? Was that what that handshake was all about right there? Huh?
I don't think it's Mars.
No,
Mars is a good egg.
Yeah. You fucking break the equipment trying to record with it.
We got a picture of little Nicky. Yes,
little Nicky.
He eluded us, but then there was a camera waiting for him as he turned the corner. We're such idiots.
I know, it was like the paparazzi. He couldn't get away.
So we finally got a picture of old Nicky.
I think E-Rock tipped him off because somebody tipped him off.
we can't even.
Danny keeps popping up these huge pictures of little Nicky, and it's just too fucking funny how much he looks like him.
I know, another visual bit for the radio show.
Oh, well.
Oh, boy.
Don't put it on anything you can see. Oh, perish the thought.
Let's say hi to Greg in Philly. Greg?
Hey, Opie.
Yeah.
So are you going to be a faggot for the whole day and just keep saying this dumb rat shit? It's not funny.
Yeah.
Probably won't be ever.
Probably will continue with it, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you're just going to continue to be a board op then. You're fucking awful. Only Jimmy and Ant contribute to this show.
Sir, what do you, stop with the divide and conquer. It never works.
Are you going to frunk us and think you were funny?
Hey, Greg, how's that ever going to work?
Yeah.
How's what going to work? You board hopping?
Yeah, I'm board hopping. That's what I do. Anything else?
Yeah, you do. No, I'm just being honest, and I'm really not going to frunk us it. I legitimately like...
You're bored, calling.
So you don't like me on the show. All right, that's fine.
No. I enjoy Anthony. I think
no. But
you
you don't like me. That's fine. I'm saying.
Right.
I said your line. You don't like me on the show. That's fine. But there's enough people that like me on the show that I will continue on this show.
I highly doubt that. I really do.
Highly doubt. I've been doing it for 14 years. You idiot.
All right, man. I think people.
So one day you'll be right. One day I won't be here, and you go, "See, I told you."
No, people tolerate you.
I see. Yeah, that's what happens.
Sorry, I'm just being honest with you, but...
All right, Greg.
How is it? You're still unemployed there in Philly radio?
What are you talking about?
You think it's the Philly radio guy?
Aren't you the guy?
What?
Aren't you the guy that you want to be on the radio?
No. Why would you say that?
Because you sound just like him. You're from Philly.
Okay. Sorry. I guess people can't sound similar to each other.
That's Anthony, by the way, the guy you like on the show.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. That people can't sound similar to each other.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to go. I really like the show. I just think Opie should maybe go somewhere else. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, there is no show without Opie.
14 years of the Opie and Anthony show, and you're predicting his demise in the program.
Even if today was
he left, today.
Even if it was my last day, I had a hell of a run.
It would still be a highly successful run on a radio program. Jesus, people, come on, man. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable.
All right, Greg. You got under my skin.
Greg.
Oh, and he hung up. Let it be known he hung up.
Oh, no.
I was a little distracted.
This is never good.
I was a little distracted.
Needless to say.
I was a little distracted.
Steve Blatter's outside the door, and he's loading what appears to be a weapon.
Hope it's a big one. I didn't get my soup.
Oh, what happens to the soup today?
My soup? There's a hair in my soup, waiter.
We're in a very weird position right now because as soon as these mics go off, like a suit's coming in studio. So
it's gonna be.
So that means we go all the way to 11 now without taking a break.
Pandemonium.
Yeah.
Pandemonium.
You know what? I turn on all recording devices.
Ooh.
24/7 now.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. 24/7.
One never know. Do one.
I got an idea. You got the soup, right?
I do.
There's a suit waiting to talk to us, but if I leave, then you could just say, look, why don't you wait till Ope gets back? then he can't talk to you.
This is true.
And then we're good for a while.
And then we're good for a little while.
Yeah, go to break. Hold on. Wait for me to get outside the studio, though.
All right.
And then you eat your soupy. I'll make believe I got shit to do.
Who's gonna?
And I'll come back just in
button?
time. Just in time for the live show.
But who's pressing the button?
I don't know. Just leave the mics on.
Okay. Ready?
Hold on. Wait till I'm
Okay. Oh, wait. Opie's going toward the door. Toward the door. All right. Opening it. And...
I'm going to leave quietly.
Okay, go ahead. He can't slam that door. You can't slam that door. It's got like a pneumatic thing on it. All right. There he goes. I got to go to break. I got to eat. All right. We'll be right back.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. We're going to get Woo Kid in a second here. He's walking down the hall with primetime Sam Roberts. The Woo Kid has taken a liking to Sam.
Who hasn't?
And he's on Shade 45, which is Sirius 45, XM 66. There's something you can work on, too. If it's Shade 45, maybe it should be 45 on both satellite radio companies. He's got a camera and everything. What's that? Does management know?
Uh-oh. Better
Hi,
know
Sam.
about that.
Sam wants to introduce his new friend to everybody.
Primetime
Woo
Sam
Kid.
Roberts.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the studio, Woo Kid!
Oh, who? I'm saying
Thank
woo.
you.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hanging.
Jesus
Christ. We were a little cranky today.
I see,
A
man.
little cranky with the fucking organization today. I want your professional opinion.
Go ahead.
As a young African male.
Okay.
How I handle a gun.
Shoot and run. Shoot and run.
No,
Here it is. And I'm told I look crazy.
No way.
Look at that psychotic
Get that
fucking
volume
face.
It's very real. Oh, shit.
That's Desert Eagle, yo.
Jesus.
50 cal.
Yikes.
That thing, it'll kick your ass.
You shoot like a rapper. You shoot like a militia member.
Oh.
Yeah.
You been to Iraq?
Maybe. No. But I'd love to.
You live in Brooklyn? You ever lived in
I
Brooklyn?
used to live in Brooklyn.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah.
It's obvious, right?
Jesus Christ.
See, I know I hold the gun up too straight. I should tilt that fucker a little more sideways.
You know why you need to have like a Rick Ross like poster while he's shooting there?
Target practice. Rick shit. I don't think the people at the range would enjoy a white guy shooting at a target of a black guy down at the pistol range. That might turn a few heads.
Once again, how about you leave us out?
Turn a few heads.
That's my part in this shit today.
Here's a different one. This is a 45.
watch this.
Oh my God,
This
a
is your
different
basic,
gun?
45.
This looks very familiar in the G-Unit camp.
That's Shoot that one fast.
Wow. Woo, 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 woo.
Buck, yo. No one's getting away from me.
Jesus. I've seen that too. That's a G-Unit classic one right there.
Then okay, all right. That does look creepy.
You look like you just ate somebody, like, right?
Great look, right? Right after he fired the guns.
Jimmy was giving me so much shit when I look like a psychopath.
Yeah, you look
It's like you're not having fun.
This is fun for me. I look like I'm having a pisser, don't
You
I?
look like you have stuff buried in your backyard, like baby feet or something, man. I don't know about this guy, man. This guy looks scary right there, man.
If you opened your mouth right there, you'd have that spittle connecting your lips. That psychopath spittle.
You're really scaring me right now. Like,
no, that's just at the range.
You got nerve to be scared of our show. You guys got Desert Eagles.
Well, see,
we're keeping them close.
That's why I show the video. So it's like, all right, I know that motherfucker's crazy.
We got Shane from Philly. Shane.
It's Shane from Tennessee, actually.
Tennessee,
But I was going to say, Anthony, you asked him to tell you how much of a man you look like shooting that 50 cal. You forgot to ask him to look at your boo-boos, too.
Oh, yeah, well.
That 50 cal.
The trigger finger?
That will tear your fucking trigger finger up, and I forgot my shooting glove, so.
Is that why you got.
Peeled that shit back.
Is that why the Band-Aid is there for? Or you were fingering somebody?
Yeah, his finger is some fucking.
It's bleeding through the
predator
Band-Aid.
mouth. Some predator mouth pussy chick.
Yeah, shit. They got that boar flu out there. You better watch it. Don't fuck with that.
Boar flu. That's even better.
I think Danza had that every day on his show.
But you guys are more controlled. You got producers. We don't.
Well, neither do we. Yes.
I mean, this guy's licking ass like Rihanna's ass. I'm still licking her ass later.
That's on a program I don't know if I'm allowed to.
I heard.
How are you getting away with a camera? Jesus Christ.
I mean, but you got live streaming, and you got the actual amounts of people listening.
Yeah, but I'm just drinking. And what is it? I'm fucking down there drinking.
That's hot, though. I like that.
It's fun.
3 million people watching you drink?
Fucked up.
That's gangster, yo.
Drinking and fucking drinking. Danny's drinking.
You put a Pepsi ad on there or something.
I just got fucking a bar put down there, a theater, and a little studio. And I go down there. It's my sanctuary.
And Rihanna's ass.
And Rihanna's ass up on a fucking big green screen. I shoved my face right in there, and someone screen capped it.
I don't understand.
Jimmy was talking about that.
You guys don't have sex tapes out? Y'all never had a sex tape leak or anything like that?
No, you know what? I've never had a tape in the camera. I've monitored with the camera hooked up to the television, where you can kind of look and go, hey,
look at that. I look like an idiot.
But why tape it? You're not going to watch it afterwards.
Oh, for real? Yes, you will.
You're not really. Jimmy?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
You watch? I don't know.
You've taped it. You've taped yourself.
Yeah. Before? Not recommended until you're in a certain type of physical shape. Because when you're watching, and all of a sudden you look up and you see your fucking pregnant woman's stomach hanging over, you're like, ugh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a bit much. I hear you. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, maybe I was a little intoxicated at that point.
Wow, that's hot.
I had Rihanna.
That's actual size, by the way. She's tall.
Yeah, she's a very big gal.
She's a big girl.
She had a great ass.
She got a clean asshole too, man.
Yeah.
I see you going for it.
I went right in. Look, I'm right at ground zero there.
Yipes. Jesus.
Dug right in. That's the fun of a green screen. You
That's good to wake up to, man. I'm going to have this on my computer when I leave it on my
I can't believe the company wouldn't want this running. 1-877 Yo Anthony with you licking a green screen with an asshole open in front of it.
Come on, that's what it's about. It's fun.
Yo. You guys are Chris Brown, Texas with the suit, man. Because this is serious right there. That's hot, yo.
What a child to lick the hiney on the fucking TV.
I am stupid.
It's like taking your finger and going shooka, shooka, shooka against the vagina on the television when you were 12.
You see that picture, the first thing you want to say is, how old are you?
I know. I'm immature. What can I say?
I think it's awesome. If you, the video... Once again, the video, if you go to my Twitter, it's the easiest way, Opie Radio. I mean, you got to start following our Twitters because we don't have a website right now, and we're doing a lot of visual, behind-the-scenes stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm Opie Radio, and Anthony's Anthony Cumia.
Yes, Cumia. It's very easy. Anthony Cumia.
And, you'll be well informed with what's going on the show and when we're not on the air. Simple as that.
And I had 3 hours of fun and hijinks last night, just online.
Doing your thing.
Yeah, doing my thing that I can't really
talk about, which is
hysterical,
which is ridiculous because
but everything else. But then,
only.
Yeah,
we're off to a good start.
Oh, hold on,
we're off to a good start.
I'm red flagging.
No. All I'll say is this.
Red flag.
All I'll say is this. I think you.
Right.
Keep it like that.
You
go red if I'm going too far with this. Why do we get in trouble?
You just red flagged him.
Why do we get in trouble for wanting to do more for our listeners? That just is mind-boggling to me. This company actually sat us down and said, "Ant, you can't do this, or you can't promote this. I see what you're doing, but you can only do this, and this. But we don't want you doing this, and this.
Don't promote it."
And it's like, there's no other show in this building that is doing so much extra shit for the fans and the listeners.
The air, and not for profit.
And we just assumed that they'd be happy. It would help the listening experience. It would bring more subs into Sirius XM.
Exactly.
They actually sat us down and said, "No, we don't want you doing extra credit."
I have proof.
It's amazing to me.
I have proof that some of my extracurricular activities has gotten people to subscribe.
Oh yeah.
To this program.
They don't understand that gray area.
Like, why wouldn't people that enjoy what me and Opie are doing off the air by using the technology available today? There's a lot of technology available for keeping your audience kind of, interested.
Mm-hmm.
And why is that a bad thing? I'll never understand the logic behind it.
You name one other show that's doing all that extra shit behind the scenes,
and for no money. Let me tell you something.
Oh, not a
for
dollar.
no fucking money. It's at a cost. Believe me, it's at a fucking. I pay to do things off the air to keep the fans involved.
I will never be able to wrap my arms around that one.
I can't fucking for the life of me get an answer.
The other thing, we've been at this 14 years, and for the most part, and I'm talking very general, obviously, because the real faithful listeners know the difference. But you and I have been looked at as basically twins for the last 14 years.
Yeah.
And in the last 6 months to somewhere within the last year, we've decided to like push ourselves out there individually as well, which is interesting to the hardcore fans.
Right.
Like, oh, Ope's into this, Ant's into this. Look what he's doing when they're not doing the show together.
Little individual personality,
which makes it the listening experience that much better too.
Yeah, because then you listen to the show and you realize
but they actually sat us down and
Ant's
said, "What the fuck is this about?" And lawyers got involved. And we're like, why are they getting involved when we're trying to do more for our listeners?
Yeah. Do they have a department that's pushing that, like a publicity? You know what I mean? That internet marketing department?
They don't. They just
no one would be able to do and support what we do on our own. No one. It just there wouldn't be that much energy put into it.
Right.
You know?
You're not getting Howard doing all this extra stuff for his listeners. We decide we want to do all this extra stuff, and we get literally spanked for it. And the reason is because it's a gray area. Like, they can't really look at a chart and go, well, Ant's podcast has brought this many listeners to Sirius XM. You can't really come up with a number, so that scares people. When it's just an overall gray area thing that you just know helps the show and helps the amount of people signing up for Sirius XM. It's just something you just know. You just know, but you can't get charts out and go, well, this is, Ope's videos are bringing this many people to Sirius XM. Ant's podcast is bringing this many people to, Sirius XM.
I haven't broken it down to a graph that I can then submit to, people.
If we could do that, then they would allow it.
Yeah.
They just got to assume that it's working, it's helping, and don't worry about it. We've been at this a long time.
Yeah.
We understand.
This is very good.
We understand what we're doing.
No one is doing this kind of thing. There aren't radio personnel. Every radio personality that does something is doing it and charging for it, making a profit, whatever it is. We're just doing this because we've always used the technology of the day to keep in touch with the fans and do extra stuff just for the fuck of it. Because strangely enough, we actually enjoy doing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we do it. And then we just kind of get fucking problems.
We're part of the Sirius XM app for free.
Yeah.
The other show, he needs a payday.
I guess. I don't know
what I'm hearing.
I don't know what the deal is there, but
we did it because it's helping the company and it's helping our show.
I love the fucking the
Sirius
XM app.
It's amazing.
I use it all the time. It's one of the most popular apps right now. Also, as far as downloads go.
Number 2,
very popular.
But the haters out there, the world of the hater has to end soon because it's just getting ridiculous.
It is getting harder for them to hate.
But Sirius XM, the app is number 2. The number 1 app is some kind of like game. You know because you got the iPhone. What is it like a waste basket game?
Throw it in the basket.
Where you throw, what do? You throw like paper
pieces
balls.
Of paper into
Stupid games are always number 1.
So the haters are like, oh yeah, well they always have to find a problem. Well, yeah, it's the number 2 app, but the one that's beating them is a dumb game where you throw balls of paper in a wastebasket.
Yeah,
that proves that the company's failing.
Exactly,
it's still number 2.
Those are the apps that really get. You'll see the most popular apps are games. I mean, all the time games. To have a tech app like the Sirius XM one, even be at number 2 is amazing. A lot of people checking it out, though. I think we're getting a lot of listeners off of this.
Yeah, I do too.
Off of this app.
I do too.
Really cool.
So big hi to everyone that's listening on
Love
the Sirius XM app. All right, enough of bitching. That's it for today.
That's all the bitching we do.
I can solve your problem. Send them a bill.
Yeah.
Send them a bill.
Oh, they already owe me money for marketing. I'm the new consultant.
Yeah, he's the new. He dubbed himself consultant.
I think if entertainers ran show business, it would do a lot better.
Travis, you got that? You got to hear. I'm a consultant now.
He's looking for it.
He's looking for that.
If you knew how much I'm today, I'm getting a new piece of hardware for my phones because my phones seem to feed back a little too much because I went a little cheap with the hybrid device.
Right.
So I get a new phone system gizmo. If you know what I paid for this fucking thing, just for the fuck of it.
Oh, I know.
Just so I could do this. A lot of the equipment, it was like ridiculous, but it was because I wanted it to, look and sound good and everything like that. So.
When I take a peek at your podcast, I mean, God, we have to be able to talk about it from time to time. It's almost like a post game.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I like about your podcast. All of a sudden, someone call up, Will, so you had whatever. I don't know. Whatever.
But I give a little insight on.
Oh, so you had Hammer on. How was he? Off mic or whatever it would be. And you're like doing a little post game like you get after a baseball game or something.
Something like that. If somebody was taking a video, pop that up on the screen behind me and kind of dissect it a little bit, tell what was going on. And then take a phone call about some guy that's fucking, fucking his chick in the ass and can't come unless he, puts it in her mouth afterward. I mean, it's all over the place, but it's one of those things that's just fun to do. And
absolutely.
It gets listeners, and most of the people are subscribers anyway. I don't know. It just it's beyond me.
My little bit that I decided to do on my own with my own hard-earned money.
Yeah.
That's all I could say. They don't want me promoting it. I'm like, it has nothing to do with you guys.
Yeah.
They don't want me promoting it. I have said it's not a Opie and Anthony contest. Has nothing to do with Sirius XM. And even if I say that and then explain what it is, I get in trouble. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's my fucking money. What do you want me to sign?
I'd love to be able to promote.
Yeah,
but
amazing.
Oh, well.
It's this guy writes, "Hey, Ope, you mean you can't promote your Sunset Twitter project?" I've been a fan of the Sunset for
the Sunset Twitter project. Opie, here's another sunset. That's great.
Kind of like when the sun's going down. I don't know why. I'll tell you why, because it brings me back to. I'll get semi-serious for a moment. My grandma had a beach house in Wading River. And as kids, we, at the end of a long day of playing wiffle ball and fishing and doing whatever the fuck, we'd hang out and watch the sunset as a family.
Oh.
An extended family. I said I was getting serious for a moment.
And while you were doing that, who was up in the attic?
Oh, no, no, whatever. Don't wreck my moment with that. I'll save that for later.
Oh, that's a beautiful little Opie. Is coming out right now.
Yeah. No.
In the sunset.
Go fuck yourself.
You know what? That's sweet, though.
Is that one of your sunsets?
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Thank you, Anthony.
It looks like a nuclear explosion over Jersey.
I know.
A nuclear explosion over Jersey. Whoa, whoa.
It looks like a shot from like a $5 million penthouse.
Well,
right?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
Look, you know what?
It's a helicopter.
If you know the right people, you can get on some of the roofs of these buildings.
This is where Opie was flying onto his helipad.
Shut up. I'm a very private person, unlike the guy to my right.
I was willing to just throw everything out there.
Yeah, I guess if you to show every inch of his house.
I know. What an
first time the fans have officially seen part of my front door.
That's it.
And let me think. And out a window, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. Maybe.
You know what I do when I look at that? I think of like 5 little boys standing in Long Island. The waves smashing.
Yeah.
One's holding the bat, one's holding the ball. They just had some nice wiffle ball playing, and now they're going to walk back to their house of pure dysfunction. That's what I see when I see that.
You know what? My grandma kept me sane, my friend.
Yeah.
Hell fucking yeah.
My grandparents.
She picked up a lot of slack.
Do you know how hard it was when my grandparents?
All right, and then I got boobies. All right, look, see?
You know something?
All right, then you go boobies.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
yeah, huh?
I look at that and I see 5 kids standing on the beach.
5 kids.
And a girl walks by.
No, when I see that, I see 5 kids that are starving.
It shouldn't be.
Oh, who is that?
That's a Pet of the Year, 2007. We liked her a lot. Her name's Heather. I always forget her last name. Heather what?
She was cool. And the pictures do her face no justice.
Nope.
I don't know what happened when
our
those
lighting
pictures
in here
were snapped.
sucks.
She was very cute and everything. And
if we're gonna keep going visual with our show, we gotta get better lighting in the studio.
Yeah.
These fluorescent lights are just killing a lot of our pictures.
I'll bring some in from my basement. Apparently, I got 8 billion
lots of lighting down there.
Yeah.
So your grandmother basically raised you, or that was
no, because that would piss off my mom.
Well, when we grew up, I grew up.
I was out at Wading River in the summertime every weekend, easily, with my entire family, all my cousins, uncles, aunts. You want to talk about a good fucking time. A lot of drinking going on and smoking.
We used to
I don't know what happened with my aunts and uncles. They all were raging alcoholics and smoked their asses off, and none of them smoke anymore, and they barely drink. Weird.
Mine, the same thing.
Really?
They don't drink or smoke anymore either because they're dead. Because they drank and smoked.
My grandmother, we used to play like down the block. It was all black neighborhood. And like me and my brother were like the white
really
kids.
fit in.
It was like because we lived on the corner house, and in the front of the house, on the front were the white people, basically. And
you were the border.
And in the back were the black people. And I felt like I wasn't good enough to hang with the white people, because divorced family. And in the back, well, I was a little better, I felt then. So I hung with the black kids, right? And we lived above my grandparents for free on the second floor, and they had a 3-family house, right? So we lived on the second floor for free. So we played down the block with the black kids, and there might have been 1 or 2 other white kids. And my grandmother, who was like 80 years old or 70, whatever.
Oh, no.
When the street lights came on, would come walking down the street in her nightgown with her stockings down to her ankle. You know how old people?
Yeah.
With a cigarette, and you could see the ash was like a mile long. Richard, Robert, come in. And all the black kids, they would torture us.
Of course, why wouldn't they? The white kids would have.
With this old lady walking down the street, and here I'm scared that she's going to get murdered or praying. That just would happen. And it just ruined my fucking life right from the beginning. I didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
I thank everybody in my family.
Yeah. Obviously, I see what happened.
And they're calling me the Sunset Whisperer. So fuckers.
Another sunset.
You know what I'm doing? All right, fuckers. Last night's sunset. I'm fucking tweeting it right now, you motherfuckers. Now I send a sunset picture every day.
Now that's what you get.
That's what you get. As part. All right, why don't we take a break as I type this out? So, whatever. We just know what we're doing, and you guys should just let us do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And the big get after the break, no one's going to go anywhere. Finally, Anthony has brought in some sample audio of his Live from the Compound show.
Yes, see? I'm helping the program.
This is why Anthony should be allowed to continue with Live from the Compound, because it brings material to our show.
You know what we're like, Opie? We're like radio's version of policemen. We are constantly on duty.
I like it.
Like we're constantly on duty looking for the next thing like that.
I like it.
And it doesn't matter what time of day or night.
Yeah.
If we find it, it's our job to use it.
Don't penalize us for doing more work.
More work!
You got the big show that does way less work.
More work.
Get on his case for less work and leave us alone for doing more work.
The whole snow cone.
Pay me! That's consulting right there. How much should I charge, Ant?
200.
200.
For that right there, 200.
It's the most basic stuff.
And you round it up. Every 15 minutes is 200.
Right.
So even for a second, it's 200.
I'm going to be rich with this consulting business.
If it's 16 minutes, it's 400.
It's very, very logical.
Yeah.
Leave us alone for doing more work.
Yeah.
Bother the other guy for doing less work.
Exactly.
Pay me. So some samples of Live from the Compound next. I heard it's Live from the Compound versus the Mega Pain show.
Yeah, Mega Pain show.
I can't wait to hear that. I'm just kind of teasing it. I can't wait to.
I'll set up how it was done
Awesome.
and what it looked like, and then we can listen along.
Look.
Hey.
Oh, who did that?
Because we do put out conflicting messages. We're happy to be here. We're happy we survived the merger. We're happy that we're doing our show from this facility and all that. But you gotta learn about us. We work harder than any other fucking radio personality in this goddamn building. Hands fucking down.
Yeah.
Even the big guy. Way more than the big guy. Just learn about us. You'll see how fucking brilliant and creative we are.
I like the modesty, too.
I love that.
How many fucking shows have lasted this long, motherfucker?
Oh.
Right? And we're damaged people.
Damaged goods. Always have been.
And we like blowing up things, but guess what?
Whole career.
No one else gets to blow up things so many times and continue doing it. Know why?
No.
Brilliance and creativity.
I certainly hope that's
Hallelujah. Pay me. Is that a consulting fee yet?
Yeah, not really.
Come on.
That's a blatant self-promotion.
All right. You want to do some live from the compound? I've been telling Ann started the live from the compound thing, which is terrific. I take a peek every once in a while.
It's a lot of
I'm
fun.
officially not allowed to do it because then that would be the Opie and Anthony show and they would have a problem.
Yeah, then that'd be kind of a problem.
Although I kind of like made it a weird appearance on your show.
Yes, you did.
A very bizarre appearance. But anyway,
it's from the bomb shelter in my house.
Can I come on one time just to hang out for a little bit?
I would love for you to.
I know Opie's not allowed. Am I allowed?
Hang out.
All right.
Of course.
You're allowed.
Come on in. It's anybody.
Everyone knows it's going to be the Anthony and Jimmy show soon anyway.
Oh, is that what it is?
Dude, I know you're kidding,
Danny.
but please. Don't just stick around, please. For real. I can't even handle those jokes. That really fucking buzzed me out.
I got dreams.
No.
I got them too. But it's like they're not all mutually
dreams.
Dude, dreams are lovely. But they're not all mutually exclusive things. They all coexist. It's not like, I have to have apples or oranges. Fuck them. Never in the same basket. They can all be together.
I'm way let me think.
You be talking fruits.
I'm way happier now than I was 3 months ago, and I'm enjoying doing the show with you guys.
I hope
Big
so.
time. Yes.
Yay!
I also like to do like little side things. That's all.
I think that's healthy.
To do little
That's
side
all.
things. It's just
all
fun.
kidding aside. That's where I'm at.
Good.
I don't want to leave.
It's fun.
What
What are
am I
you doing later, Dan?
Well, I want to
Well,
leave in a half
tip a
hour,
few?
but
Nice. Cool.
all right. Live from the compound.
Danny, live from the compound later.
There's a gathering at F.H. Riley. I don't know what that place is, but I guess Stephen S. from Bayshore is going to be there with a bunch of fans. 400 New York Avenue in the heart of Huntington Village.
When?
This is fun.
Oh, tomorrow night, Stephen S. Tomorrow night.
Stephen Ass.
Because a few fans are coming in from somewhere else, and they're all going to gather at F.H. Riley's on Saturday.
Nice.
So Stephen S. wanted me to get the word out, and that helps the show too. Believe it or not,
They do gather there.
they gather,
talk
talk about the
show.
and whatever.
It's always about the show.
So live from the compound. Ever since this thing started with Ann, I'm like, dude, you got to bring in some of this stuff for this show.
Yeah.
And Ann finally has done just that. Last night you were doing live from the compound, and you got into it with a show called the Mega Pain Show.
Yeah. At first I was just yapping about, faggy movie trailers and things like that. And then some guy pops a link up there, so I hit it. And on this same web server is somebody doing another show. And it's some woman doing a show where she just talks about, guys and girls and how men and women should relate to each other and stuff. Just some blah, blah, babbling. Little Latina woman. And her phone number was at the bottom of the screen. And I believe at the time she had 9 people in the room.
That's a lot for most of those shows online.
To tell you the truth, you're right. I troll around some of those shows.
No joke.
There are 9 people in the room.
Yeah, I spin around sometimes, and I look at some of these shows, and I go, God bless you guys, but why? Why are you doing this? No one's
invite
watching.
people over in your living room.
Yeah.
You could actually get more people just inviting them in your living room and doing the show that way.
But you know what? It is the beauty of the internet, because you never know when it goes viral.
Yeah,
That's why I'm excited about making videos and stuff, because I'm doing it for that one hit that I'm going to get
That's
eventually.
it.
Some dumb video
Just
that goes
do it.
viral. But that's the logic of all of us.
Yeah, you just
Not
want-
just me and you. Everybody listening to our voices wants that viral experience to happen.
I don't even know
Whether
what
it's with their Twitter, their videos, their fucking podcast, whatever.
what my stupid Vista thing went up to. I stopped looking a while ago, but I think it clicked over 3 million hits on that one. It was giant.
Yeah,
that stupid fucking video went ridiculous all over the place, all over the world. There's comments, the amount of comments on it. And it was because people,
You nailed it.
they love Windows, they hate Windows.
Yeah,
Is it 3.5 million?
3.5 million.
3.5 million views for this Windows Vista thing
God
where I ran it
damn.
through my shredder because it wouldn't load on my computer.
Yep.
And a fuckload of comments.
just because people were like, hey, you're a Mac fanboy, go fuck yourself. And then others were like, Windows is great.
Yeah, you got fucking like a really good rating, too. That's like a 4.25 star rating out of 5. That's a phenomenal.
Yeah, I know. It really, that was and that was just me setting up a stupid camera and doing it like I was installing my Vista disc in my shredder because it wouldn't install on my computer. So I ran through the instructions and everything and just ran it through the shredder. And people seem
Wouldn't it be funny if all the views were just from me and Opie? We're so starstruck.
Just trying to help me out, make me feel good.
It's a good video, but it's no backwaxing video.
Of course not.
You know,
would it be?
It's a close second though to my backwaxing video.
Yeah.
You have backwax?
Pre-shaved, Anthony. Look at
Fucking
that.
filmed it.
Ugh.
It's horrible.
Awful.
Someone added Pulp Fiction to the.
Oh, did they put the?
Which I wanted to do, but I didn't have the fucking music. So.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Makes the video much better.
Hell yeah.
So anyway, live from the compound, the Mega Pain show.
So
brought some clips in.
Some guy gives me a link. I click on it. And it's this woman, and she's talking about relationships and stuff. And like I said, she's a Latina, so she's got that real kind of city thing going on. And, I hear you. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling that. And I pop it up on my screen behind me because I could, roll video behind me and stuff. So I pop it up on the screen, and then I realize the phone number's right there. So I start noticing her room count is going up and her phone is ringing off the hook.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, oh, shit. All of my viewers now are going over and fucking with her.
Right.
So it was nothing but show references and just giving her quite a tough little time.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah,
That's a good look, Ann. That looks great, dude.
And that, yeah.
But it's visual.
Not really. It's just a tiny little webcam. It's no big deal.
If you saw that room, you'd laugh your ass off.
I have seen the room.
Oh, that's right. It's just a little room, and it looks like a giant broadcast facility with a green screen. But it's just a little room.
It really is.
It's an amazing little webcam you got.
Yeah, it's a little webcam with a little stick mic that I use. It's a condenser mic.
Yeah.
It works fantastically.
How do you get Skypes to
Three
look that
camera
good?
shoot.
It's just unbelievable.
I'm like fucking Desi Arnaz with this stupid project.
Exactly. Without all that pussy.
and I have a clip dick.
You're a Baba Lush.
Baba Booze.
There you go. Here's the joke.
Okay.
Way to go, Jim. I'm a good concept guy. I'm bad with punchlines, but I'll throw out the concept.
You had a crisis, though, Jimmy. A couple crises.
Dude, I've been having a meltdown for a month.
All right, here we go. We start with this clip. Live from the compound versus the Mega Pain show. And, of course, the listeners are just starring in this feature here.
Fuck that. That's.
All right, my name is Mega Pain. All right.
What?
I'm not even getting
Oh,
down
shit.
with
I thought her
that
phones would be
stuff.
ringing.
Get off me
Oh,
with that.
boy. Oh, this ain't going to be good.
Mega Pain show.
Oh,
Spit
no.
your pain.
Hey, yo, what you doing, man? You hear about Tippy Tom?
Yeah, I heard about Tippy Tom. Hold on for a second, babe.
Oh, no. This is going to be
Mega
bad.
Pain show. Spit your pain.
How does she know Tippy Tom?
What happened?
How does she fucking know Tippy Tom?
You know, he was, down the block and,
This guy sucks. Dude, you fucking suck as a prank caller. Prank caller.
put two in his chest.
Oh, no, she doesn't know.
You know, he crawled trying to get to the hospital.
Okay, now he's going. Now he's working it.
Sucks, dude. Were you a fan of Tippy Tom?
Tippy Tom? She doesn't know Tippy Tom. What does she think? He's a rap star?
You know, it wasn't cool.
I'm sorry to hear that, my brother.
My brother.
Dude.
At first, I'm
Very
thinking
funny.
she knows Tippy Tom.
I got to tell you something. I'm not used to hearing your voice without me being there. So every time I hear you on that recording, I keep looking at you,
Why do
and
you
I'm like,
think
he's
I'm
not
talking now? It's like, why are you talking over the clip?
And then I wanted to shut you up so we could hear the clip.
Dude, I just was
Did you
thinking
do
the
the same thing?
Like, what are you talking over it for? And you're not.
Yeah, well, I was talking over it at the time because
Yes.
I didn't just want to kind of play the whole thing. I kind of because it just kind of happened, so I needed people to know what was going on. But
I'm like your pet dog, and I'm hearing you. You know, I'm hearing you somewhere.
talking?
What? Is that my owner?
This is Ant. You're the dog, and Ant's leaving you a message on the machine.
Yeah,
And you're the dog going,
I'm confused. I'm like, I kept turning him like, but he's not talking.
Why are you talking?
He's
He's a great ventriloquist.
Okay, it continues with the listeners just giving her a hard time. Yeah.
You have any boys that, you know, get done wrong lately?
That I've done wrong or done me wrong?
Done you wrong.
Well, that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about the DMP, the digital media producer.
Shit. What?
My digital media producer of the Mega Pain Show. What he did.
Oh, what'd he do? What'd he do to you, girl?
Well, here's the thing. He was trying to rock game to me, and I didn't want to give him a chance because he was too easy.
Oh,
he wasn't
damn.
a challenge.
No, you did. No, you did, girl. Come on.
Because he wasn't ill. I would not bring myself down to that level.
Me neither, baby.
For real? Why not?
For real.
Like I said, I'm not going to bring myself down to that level. He wasn't worth it.
You know you would have done it for Jimmy Norton, huh?
No, I wouldn't even do it for him. I don't do anything like that, yo. I don't have to. I don't have to do anything, yo. I'm the Mega Pain Show. That's the way it is. That's what's up. Can I get you to say I love the Mega Pain Show?
No.
I wouldn't listen to the Mega Pain Show if you paid me $50,000.
You gotta love them, man. I love every single one of them, and that's how we do it on the Mega Pain Show.
She just was happy to have so many callers.
Yeah.
Didn't matter that they were calling her names and telling her that they wouldn't listen to her show if you paid them.
Nice. Caller, this
they
next
start
one
getting vicious.
Yeah, the next one, caller pretends he's Anthony and insults him.
Mega Pain Show, spit your pain.
Spit that pain.
Go.
Yeah, I was dating this newscaster for a while, but I had put that off tripping. But now I got hair plugs to try and work on my self-esteem, and I want to know what I could do to meet a girl that would love me for me.
What do you look like?
I got pretty bad skin. It's not that good and nothing like that.
Fuck you, asshole.
I'm tripping with my hair.
Oh.
I'm tripping with my hair.
How old are you?
I took Accutane, but it was later in life.
You ain't 50. You sound younger than 50.
He said 50.
I am. No, fucker.
Well, what do you... Okay, when you're in a club, what do you say to a female?
Fuck me.
I say I'm on the radio.
You say you're on the radio.
Yeah, I like young girls.
So you tell them that you're an on-air personality?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Okay, that is the oldest game in the book. That's like you saying, I'm a director, I'm a producer.
That is the oldest game in the book, yo. Yeah, this chick was, she was just enjoying the fact that she had more than 9 people in the room. And she started getting all like, yeah, they're all here for the Mega Pain Show. It's like, no, they're here for the annoying motherfucker show.
Apparently, a lot of people have crushes on me.
Yeah,
what the fuck do they do to me?
Your name comes up.
What
well,
the fuck
you know
do they
how it
do to
is.
me?
What is that beeping, by the way? You keep hearing that.
That's her goddamn fucking atrocious system.
Oh, another phone call coming in?
Phone. She's using her cell phone, a fucking personal home phone.
Oh, okay.
There's other things that when
she's just getting
started. Call waiting.
She's not a media mogul like you. She's just getting started.
Exactly.
I like her. I think that's kind of sweet that she's fucking really wants it that bad.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Funny, you guys are
I
assholes.
got a problem. I don't know how to talk about it. I got a friend of mine. He's real close to me. We work together. Name's Opie, and I don't know. I got a crush on him. I don't know how to tell him. Am I in the wrong to tell him? We worked together for years. What should I do?
You have a crush on Opie?
Yeah, he's my coworker. I don't want to go any further with last names or anything.
Well, I think that you need to get in line because a lot of people got a crush on Opie. He's from New York, right?
I think originally he is, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, you got to get in line for that one. Because a lot of guys call into the radio show, and they're always like, they say they got a crush on Opie. I'm telling you.
Damn, yo, really?
The problem is, I think he's got a crush on another guy named... I don't even want to bring up Steve C.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
I don't even want to
Steve C. I don't know. I wish he had a big black cock, that's all I know.
Jesus Christ.
Big black cock.
Where is she based out of?
I don't know.
New York, I'm guessing by the number.
That's got to be double
Was that 213?
Where's 213?
I don't know where that is.
213 is California.
That's
Oh,
California.
it is. Oh,
Yep.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
L.A.
From New York. Apparently, she knows Opie. All the guys are trying to get in line, yo.
That's wonderful. Thanks, Ed. And then finally, it ends with a string of prank callers and ends very nicely here.
Yeah.
Yes, hello?
Hey, how's it going tonight?
It's going very, very, very good.
Not you.
No.
Mega Pain Show, spit your pain.
Funny.
Yeah, I'm the original Golden Buns.
Hey.
Mega Pain Show. Mega Pain Show, spit your
Original
pain.
Golden Buns.
Hi, this is Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
Hi, can I say cunt on the air?
You can whatever you want, babe.
All right, you're a cunt.
Thank you. You know what? Not the first time. Thank you.
I love that one. Can I say cunt on the air? Yeah, say whatever you want. It's cool. You're a cunt.
And it was so reasonless. She's just doing a nice show.
I know.
Oh, God.
It's horrible, but gonna have to work
That's
on that
very
feature.
funny.
There you go.
Just punch up other people's shows and have people just harass
The
them.
funny thing is, like 10 years ago, it was the same thing, except you just do it in chat rooms. Now people take over
Yeah.
each other's video podcasts.
And 20 years ago, you would just do it, and it was called prank phone calls. Like, I mean, shit just, it's the same thing. Now you can just take over someone's podcast and fuck with them.
Well, you know what?
Hysterical.
She's on the
It's
map
a lot of
now,
fun.
though. Make a
Yeah,
Pain
yeah.
Show.
I know.
Well,
See?
spit your pain.
Spit your pain. Spit your pain.
Who knows? Maybe she does a really good show, you know?
Who knows? I like a disco ball in the background she got going, and the wood paneling looks nice. Maybe it's a green screen.
She gets all dolled up for her.
Yeah, she gets all dolled up with the cock rings in her ears.
For her show. Those big, giant hoop earrings.
Yeah, fucking Hispanic girl bangs. That start in the middle of her head.
Oh, that's horrendous.
She's great.
She's too good looking for that look, man.
It's fantastic.
Spanish girls' bangs always start around the fucking shoulder blades.
The fucking waterfall of hair.
Shit. It's awful.